Good morning, everyone. Some very exciting news. We're just getting first shipments from our factory of our new Pearl-2 rack mount. My colleague Dave is checking them out right now, and we're going to install them in a rack. Let's go take a look. Hey,
You seen these yet?
no, this is the first time seeing them. So this is the twin.
Awesome. Yeah, look how dense that is, man. There's a ton of ports on this thing.
So just like the
great.
portable, we have the same sort of inputs, the HDMI, XLR, and SDI ports.
Yeah.
But I guess on the twin, there's just
Just
double
twice of them,
everything.
yeah. Look how dense it is. It's awesome. I'm gonna throw it in the rack, and then I want to power it up and just check it out.
Sure.
It's,
So we already have the single in the rack.
yeah, I got that one in, but I haven't powered that one on yet. So I wanted to just mount both of these guys in here, and then we'll take them for a spin.
Sure. So I guess both of these are pretty similar to the desktop unit that we've started shipping already. But I
Yeah.
guess with the rack mount, obviously, in this sort of a setup with a portable rack or a permanent rack, we have a few.
Yeah, it's pretty much exactly the same electronics, same software, everything. So it's the same product. Oh, that's not the right hole. Let me just move that one down. It's really the same product, just in a different form factor that makes it convenient. This is not lining up. There we go. Just makes it a lot more convenient for guys who are mounting a rack. And of course, the twin is great if you need redundancy or if you just need density. Right? We were talking to a guy the other day who had a bunch of single encoders. He's taking up 8U of rack space with 8 individual encoders, and he's going to be able to replace that with one twin and do
Right.
all of his encoding in 2U with and still have the same redundancy. So I'm keen to fire these guys up, and let's just see what we got. Find a cable for these.
And they look really sharp in the rack. It's a really nice, clean.
Yeah, this is a rack we just got for our trade shows. We're going to be showing these off at ISE, so I wanted to kind of get the rack out and mount them up and just see what we've got to work with so we can get ready for that show coming up in February. Where's the port on this one? Here we go. So that one should be plugged in the twin anyway. Let's
Take
plug
a look
that
here.
on and see. We got power?
Yep.
Awesome. Let's see.
So these are fresh out of the box.
There we go. Yeah, never been powered on, so here we go. There we go. Awesome. Let's plug in some cameras. I got a couple of them out here, both with SDI, so we'll plug those guys in and just see what'll happen there. I can get.
So coming up with our auto channels. Oh, camera detected right away.
Cool.
Nice and easy.
Awesome. And how about that one? You got a signal
perfect.
on that one?
Yeah, looks good.
Cool. All right.
Great.
Oh, it's awesome. That's great. All right.
So yeah, obviously, the rack mount means that, in either a portable rack like this or maybe in a permanent AV rack in the back of a room or a closet, you get that
Exactly.
a little bit easier for a permanent install or something.
Yeah, on the original Pearl, we came out with the desktop unit first, and then and we had a little shelf that you can mount in a rack, and we got a lot of feedback saying give us a design from scratch rack mount version, and so when we did Pearl-2, that was kind of a no-brainer. We knew all the installations I've seen, that probably about 60 to 70% of the installations I've seen of Pearl have been in a rack, one way or another. And whether they're mounting them in the rack and then shipping the whole rack to a show, or whether it's in an AV closet and they've just mounted it and they're controlling it, through a remote interface or through a tablet. Most of the guys are mounting these things in a rack one way or another. So, yeah, it's great to get these rack mounts in. I think the faceplate turned out nice. It
looks good.
Looks really good. So,
well, I know a lot of the customers I've been talking to about the desktop model of Pearl-2. One of their first questions has been, well, when's the rack mount model coming? So, now we have that. I guess they should be live on the website now to order.
Exactly.
And shipping soon.
Yeah,
these are the first ones out of the factory, though. So.
Yeah, this is from the pilot run. So we're right in the process of flipping the factory from our sort of prototype and pilot to our full production. And so these guys are the first ones we've got, but we've got more coming from the first production run that are going to show up, and we updated the website today. So we're going to start receiving orders, and channel partners, and everyone can get all the info right on the website of everything that's on there. So the user guide, all that stuff should be up, and the manuals and everything should include all the details on the Rackmount versions now. So I think we're pretty much good to go.
So we did Rackmount versions of the original Pearl as well.
Yeah.
We did a single and a twin just like this. Did we see sort of a different usage between those two models, or like the same kind of customers, or?
Yeah, we saw a mix. So I would say probably the Rackmount version was the most popular out of the two.
Like the single one?
The single one,
Yeah.
yeah, where people they had a Pearl and they just wanted it in a rack, and that's pretty simple. But what we see is the twin is actually, the sales on the twin are growing really nicely. And it's kind of split between guys who want just more density. So instead of using 4U for 2 singles, they want just 2U kind of density. And then the other ones are guys who want redundancy. So we have a lot of guys who really want full power supply redundancy, separate disk drive, separate everything. And the twin gives you that right in the same package. So we've got a lot of guys now, like the guy I talked about first with the 8 encoders, they were using them 4 and 4, completely redundant, and now they're going to put 4 encoding on here and 4 encoding on there, and they got it in a 2U space. So,
because just like the other Pearl-2 models, really this gives you, if you're doing HD signals, for example, you could do 6 on one, 6 on the other, balance that load across the hardware.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's exactly what they're doing. They want full redundancy, and they want 4 encodes. They could go to 6, but their particular use case, they only need 4. So they're going to put 4 on one and 4 on the other, and then they're going to mount them in a rack and control them remotely. So they're using that in their production. So yeah,
that's good.
We've already got a lot of people asking us when we did the initial tour for Pearl-2, and we've been at the trade shows in the fall. Tons of people are asking, what about a Rackmount version? It took us a while last time when we came out with Pearl to come out with the Rackmounts, because we really didn't anticipate it. But for this one, we knew right away we were going to come out with these, which made it a little easier. So we said end of the year, and we just got them in.
Just in time for Christmas.
Just in time for Christmas, and we'll be shipping them in January. Yeah, so the production ones are going to come very shortly. But
and then this rack and these units in particular, we're going to show off at ISE, as you mentioned. So.
Yeah, we got to take this rack, so we might mount some more stuff in here before we go, but some switching gear and stuff. But basically, this is the rack we're going to cart up and take to ISE. So yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, so we'll be able to show them off there.
It looks good. Can't wait to get more of these in and into customer hands. It's exciting to see what they'll be able to do with it. I mean, with the increased performance of Pearl-2 overall. And then you put it in the rack, and it's just going to give us a totally new customer base, hopefully, in terms of the capabilities, the 4K guys, that functionality is there. So it's exciting.
Yeah, it should be awesome. So
that's great.
Got the website all updated, and we're ready for orders.
Fantastic.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks for joining us.
See you.